So you're sitting at home working or relaxing and you hear your dog getting ready to vomit all over your new rug. So you jump out of your chair and try to whisk him outside and he vomits up some foamy yellow stuff. Is that yellow vomit serious? Well, it could be. So let's talk about some common reasons for yellow vomit and when you'll want to check in with your vet. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and if you're on YouTube, click the alert notification. Now, yellow vomit gets that yellow color from bile. Your dog's liver makes bile to help break down fats in his diet. It's stored in the gallbladder and then it gets released to your dog's digestive tract when he eats. But sometimes bile can build up in your dog's stomach and get into his esophagus, and this is when he'll vomit it up. Now, it can be foamy, mucousy, but it's yellow and you'll very rarely see food in it. So there are three really common causes of this kind of bile vomiting. And the first is just an empty stomach. Bile can build up in between meals and it can start to irritate the stomach, which will make your dog throw up. And dog people just call it the hunger pukes. So if your dog hasn't had a meal in a while and she throws out some yellow stuff, then just think about giving your dog smaller, more frequent meals or just a snack at bedtime. This is especially true for older dogs, as their sphincters that keep bile where it belongs will start to weaken. Now, another cause of yellow vomit is a food sensitivity, and this will cause a buildup of bile and inflammation in the gut. Now, you might also see diarrhea if it's a food sensitivity. If your dog is eating grass and you see grass in the vomit, then you may want to think about food sensitivity as a cause. The food might contain proteins that dogs tend to react to, like grains or dairy. Now, if it happens once or twice, then it might just be a food that doesn't agree with your dog. The best thing to do is just fast your dog for a good 24 hours and just give him some sips of bone broth now and again. Now, the third common cause of yellow vomit is fats. Because bile is used to break down fats, fatty meals can trigger yellow vomiting. Now, in most cases, your dog has just eaten a treat or a new food that's fattier than he's used to, and he'll vomit up some yellow stuff a few hours after eating. As long as it's just a vomit or two, just make sure the next snack isn't quite so rich in fat. Now, most cases of yellow vomiting can be managed at home as long as it's just a few vomits and it's not spread out over a day or two. So I want to talk about some simple herbs that can help ease stomach inflammation that causes yellow vomiting, and then I'll talk about some more sinister but less common causes of yellow vomit. And by the way, leave a comment below so I know you're watching, and if you have a question, we always try to answer them. So there are two really useful herbs that you should have on hand. The first is marshmallow root, and this herb has an affinity for the digestive tract, and it coats it and reduces inflammation. If you find it in capsule form, then give about 50 milligrams for every 25 pounds of body weight once or twice a day. You can sprinkle it on your dog's food, or if you're fasting your dog, then just give it in a little bone broth. But before you do, the second herb you'll want to add is licorice root. Just make sure it's the kind called DGL, because the glycyrrhizin is removed, and this can be irritating. Give your dog about 50 milligrams of DGL for every 25 pounds of body weight, again, once or twice a day. Just mix them in the dog's food or bone broth. Now, there are other gut-friendly herbs that you can mix in, like chamomile, aloe vera leaf, and slippery elm, and you can even buy a complete product that contains all of them instead of buying them individually. Just try to make sure it's organic and that there's no fillers like maltodextrin or silicon dioxide. Okay, so I just want to finish with the more sinister causes of yellow vomit, and you should only consider these if your dog is vomiting really often or over several days. And in this case, you'll just want to check in with your holistic vet. Now, one of the most common causes of chronic yellow vomiting is pancreatitis. This is an inflammation of the pancreas that's pretty painful for your dog. You'll often see diarrhea with it, and it commonly happens a few days after eating a really fatty meal. Now, another less common cause, but one that you'll want to be aware of, is an intestinal blockage. Dogs sometimes swallow toys or large chunks of bones, and they literally block up the intestine so nothing gets through. This is also really painful for your dog, and you'll see that she'll be hunched over in pain, and she'll try to poop, but nothing comes out. This is a medical emergency, so watch for these signs. And finally, yellow vomit could be a sign of more significant gut disease. This would include ulcers, which are common in dogs taking drugs and pain meds, giardia or parasites, some forms of cancer, or just chronic inflammation in the gut. But on the whole, unless your dog is chronically vomiting and if there's no other symptoms like loss of appetite, pain, fever, or weight loss, then occasional yellow vomits aren't too much of a concern. Just keep an eye on your dog's diet and treats. Think about feeding smaller, more frequent meals, and add those gut-soothing herbs to her meals to protect her gut lining. And don't forget to leave your comments or questions below. And if you like this video, please make sure that you like it, share it, and tell people about it. Thanks for watching.